Good evening, everyone. My name is Trinea Reed, and I am the Workforce Development Manager here at the Amputee Coalition. Today's webinar is going to be on how to send thank you notes after an interview. So after the interview, so you've aced your very first job interview for your dream job or job opportunity and internship. Now it is time to follow up with the thank you note to an employer or interviewer. We will go over 3 tips on how to follow up with an employer after an interview. The first thing is sending a thank you note. Sending a handwritten thank you note in the mail versus a thank you note via email to an employer adds a personalized touch and shows your gratitude for the opportunity. A thank you note also shows courtesy, manners, and politeness to an employer. Within the handwritten note, first, it's important to keep the note brief within 1 to 2 sentences. Secondly, mention one thing that you have learned from the interview or about the organization. And third, mention how you are looking forward to hearing back from the employer or the organization soon. Sending that handwritten note definitely adds that touch, that personalized touch to an interview and to an interviewer and the employer to show your gratitude towards the opportunity for allowing you to be able to have that interview opportunity. It just shows whether you do get the job opportunity or not. It just shows the employer your gratitude, and they'll be greatly appreciated when they receive that handwritten note. Secondly is a follow-up email. So sending a follow-up email 1 week after the interview, if you haven't heard back from the employer, is a good way to show that you're still very interested in the job position. A follow-up email will also allow you another opportunity to let the interviewer and employer know why you are a great candidate for the job position, highlighting your strengths and skill set you could bring to the organization. And finally, asking for feedback. This may have been your first interview opportunity and you didn't receive the job offer, and that's okay. To learn how to improve for your next interview opportunity, you can reach out to the employer and ask if they're willing to provide feedback on the interview. This part here is very important in that any interview opportunity that we go through, each opportunity is a learning experience, whether we get the job opportunity or not, because you're able to really gain feedback from that employer or the interviewer on things that you might have been able to improve on. It seems like we have a question, so I'm going to pause real quick. Hi, Jordan.
Hey. Oh, I think I clicked it on accident.
It's okay. I was just going over the last bullet point on asking for feedback. And then now we are going to talk a little bit about our YEP Workforce Development Program. So to register for the YEP Workforce Development Program, you need to first be registered with the Youth Engagement Program. So essentially, within our YEP Workforce Development Program, we assist youth with limb loss and limb difference with either finding summer employment or internships. And after completing 3 out of the 7 training sessions for the YEP Workforce Development Program, which includes career exploration one-on-one, how to build a strong resume, mock interviewing one-on-one, how to search and apply for job positions, best dress, and how to present yourself during an interview, and how to send thank you notes via email after an interview. So this session that we're in today is session 7 out of 7. If you haven't seen the previous 6 webinars, you could check those out on our Workforce Development webpage under our Webinars tab. You will see all the pre-recorded sessions. After watching 3 out of the 7 training sessions, you'll be required to complete the YEP training sessions and resume completion online form. And this form, over here to the right, is the training sessions and resume completion online form. And this can be found on our YEP webpage. If you have any additional questions on what we went over during today's webinar, or maybe our YEP workforce development program, definitely feel free to reach out to me. My phone number is listed below, as well as my email. And I look forward to talking to you in the future. Have a great evening.